Morning, everyone, and welcome back to Namaste Village, our Thursday morning session. Wonderful to see you all. It's been quite a week so far, hasn't it? As they laugh. Oh, yes, quite a week. No compromise. That's the theme of our week. We will not compromise that which has never compromised us. We are held within that current of love, no matter what, no matter what. And that is the best news in the universe, that there's nothing I can do that will compromise that love. Amen. Doesn't that feel good to finally know that? There's nothing I can do to change the love that holds me and supports me and blesses me every moment. I'm looking in the back of the room, and today's daily word is glow. Isn't that nice? We are all aglow with the light of God. That's what happens when it's so funny that we see that, and then in front of it, 2 feet just sort of going back and of course our brother Jet he's kind of like Vanna White, except he uses his feet instead of his hands. We are all aglow with the light of God. I am aglow. The I am presence with me is aglow, on fire, even with the love of God. It's that passion, that energy, that fire that breaks through all of those illusions, all of those dreams of separation, breaks through into the light. And I was thinking right before this session began that there are 2 main things, I would say, during this week that have broken through for so many people. I don't think I've ever gotten so many emails or so many comments about sessions as I have this week, which tells me that not only are we ready for a message that is wholly uncompromised, but we want it. We're ready and we want it. So when we hear just these 2 words that tell us everything we need to know, teach us every lesson there is to teach, when we hear these 2 words, only love. That's it. Only love. No matter what happens, no matter what it looks like, no matter what comes our way, to hold that frequency, that passion for only love. That's it right there. And as we said yesterday, the answer is so simple. Salvation is simple. It takes work, though. It doesn't mean that it's not easy. That's why, for example, if you're a student of A Course in Miracles, which not all of us are, but those of us who are, there is a workbook with 365 lessons that are designed to do one thing: break your intellectual mind apart, soften it, create space within it, get you to look at everything in a new way. You've trained yourself through fear and guilt to see yourself and everything else in a very particular way, as separate, needy, broken, all of that. And it takes work to turn that around. The mind training that it takes for you to turn that around and to see clearly that which has always been so clearly seen. But that doesn't mean that it's not simple. And the reason it's so simple is because nothing really true ever changes. It's, once again, just like putting on glasses. Right now, you guys are kind of blurry. But are you? Are you really blurry? And do you somehow change the instant I put my glasses on? No, you don't change at all. My vision changes. The way that I'm choosing to see you changes. And when we look through the lens of the ego, everything is askew. Nothing is as clear as it could be when I choose to see through the lens of I am consciousness, or whatever you want to call it. When you choose to relax and to see clearly. And that's the key. Nothing changes. You don't even change. You're just making a choice. You're being willing to make a new choice. So those are the two things. Only love. If we just want to stay with one of them, only love, no matter what. And when you begin to feel your stuff come up, something happens, a challenge, someone says something, whatever it is, come back to that. Only love is real. Therefore, that's all I choose. Because if only love is real and I choose something else, what am I choosing? The unreal. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. So we choose the peace of God today. And we let it be simple. We do the work that we have to do for the mind training. And the mind training is every moment. The mind training is simply when you find yourself off track with the first, only love. Whenever something happens that derails you, you choose again. Only love. Keep coming back to that. Only love. Now, that doesn't mean to squash and deny what's going on. It does mean to look at it. It means to feel it. But as you're feeling it, to make that choice, only love. And within that love, there is a light so bright. Within that choice, there is an experience that is wholly beyond anything in this world, anything. The breakthrough. A light that is brighter than 1,000 suns. Now, many traditions call that enlightenment. And we mainly have been fooled into believing that it happens someday. After I've read more books, after I've studied under enough teachers, and then list about 80 more things. After I've done all these things, then maybe, just maybe, I'll be enlightened. Well, I've told you this many times. Every great spiritual teacher has told you this many times. The only question is, are you ready to hear it this time? And the secret, the answer is, you're already there. You're already enlightened. All enlightenment is that you're filled with light. Now, you still may not be wearing your glasses. Things may still be blurry to you, but that doesn't change the fact that you're already whole, already filled with light. So put on those glasses. So that being said, I want to read a little story, very short, 1-minute wisdom from Anthony DeMello that applies to this. This is a conversation that a man is having, or could be a woman, is having with the great master, whoever the great master is. Where shall I look for enlightenment? Here. When will it happen? It's happening right now. Then why don't I experience it? Because you don't look. What shall I look for? Nothing. Just look. At what? Anything your eyes alight upon. Must I look in some kind of special way? No. The ordinary way will do. But don't I always look the ordinary way? No. Why ever not? Because to look, you must be here. And you're mostly somewhere else. To see the simplicity of salvation, you have to be here and look upon the now. There's no special way to do it. There's no particular religious path or spiritual practice that's going to do the trick for you unless you choose to be here now and to see here now. They will all work if you do that. That's why A Course in Miracles says that a universal theology is impossible, but a universal experience is not only possible, but required. Choose to see that which has always seen and loved and nurtured you. Just choose to see that, and it's everywhere at once. Look into the eyes of someone, whether they know it or not, it doesn't matter, but they are vibrating that reality. And your willingness to see it in them is going to bring out that vibration more and more. It's like a tuning fork. If I had my guitar, I could demonstrate it with the guitar. If I pluck one string and pluck it good and hard, only that one string, and deaden that string, if you listen, the other strings are vibrating as well. I didn't even touch them. But they've been set in vibration through the frequency and the power of one being set into vibration. So the question is, will you be that one? Will you choose to be the one who is set vibrating with love, only love? Because if you are, then you will play your role as a savior. And that is the role that each one of us has. Once again, how simple. You don't have to do anything. You just need to be everything. Of course, the guy from our story will say, well, what does that mean, to be everything? Just be. Be what? Be you. Just be you. You with a capital Y. Not the small y that you think you are. Do you want to know what the small y always says? Why? Why? You know what the Spirit says? Why not? Why not now? Why not this moment? Because it is the only moment there is. So right here, right now, yes, yes, yes. Give it away. Give it all away. If you give it all away, it's the only way to know that you already have it. You can't lose anything. You can't lose anything that is true. You may lose things that don't matter, but that which is true will never be lost. So remember, only love. Only love. So, Vicky, that's your introduction, only love. That's what you are, only love.
Well, thank you, Brother James. And good morning, everybody. I love this time right now that we are together because it's so full of passion. And James, you're really expressing it every day with greater grace and ease and love. Anyway, I'm gonna stay with no compromising on love. Do you remember coming to Boston and doing a radio show with a friend of mine named Ilana in Situate, James, many years ago?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so she wrote a book called The G-String Theory, which was the theory that you will pluck the G-string, and that's what we are, right?
I was thinking of a completely different G-string.
Yeah, no, I know. But the idea was, it was a spiritual book, and it was, as we pluck the string of love and we vibrate to love, literally, all our brothers and sisters in time start vibrating with us, the same as the guitar strings start vibrating. And the simple, practical way I live it every day. It's really, and I have to thank Teddy for this. He taught me this really well. What isn't love is a call for love. End of story. No explanation needed, no more understanding. You don't have to read a book to figure out what to do. It's stop, drop, and love. Just stop, shut up. I've learned that. Be quiet. And love. That, it's the same, one of those non-compromising lines in the Course. What isn't love is a call for love. No matter the problem, love is the answer. And our applying it is the only way. Right now, love can only be applied now. Love is a right now experience. The beauty of it is people think, oh, I have to do this for enlightenment or that, or I need to process or go through the, ring of terror or this and that. Well, maybe, but all you have to do is right now love. And like Tony DeMello says, right now, look at whatever's in front of you. I mean, I look at this little mouse. I'm so grateful I have a little mouse. It's a little mouse that shows me how to, and I don't know how to do anything on a computer, but it shows me how to join here every day, how to get into, be a vehicle that I can communicate through. And love right now, as we love James, as we love the words we hear that open our heart and soul, as we love, that's enlightenment. And it's not partial. Love is not partial. All expressions of love are maximal because love comes from the dimension of reality of the soul. That's the part that nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Nothing real, love, can never be threatened. Our perception of love can be what time and space is. But when we experience a moment of love, when you see someone laugh, a child play, when your heart just opens because you see a bouquet of flowers, that moment, right now, that moment is love. That all love is maximal because it comes from the realm of reality, and there are no aspects, degrees, and intervals in that realm. In this realm of perception, there's all kinds of breakdowns, but love is our access point. So I had a girlfriend call me the other day, mad at me for something I said 2 years ago, let alone could I remember what I said. And then I'm thinking, oh my gosh, okay, what isn't love is a call for love. I didn't want to engage the story or the situation, or God forbid I try to figure out what it is I said, but it was the greatest help because what it was is, oh, this is a directive coming directly to me. It doesn't matter the way it came. This is a call for love. And every brother's call for love is always my own. It looks like it's coming from a brother. It's my own call, or it wouldn't come to me. It's my own opportunity to rejoin the recognition that I am one with all my brothers in time, and the recognition that my will is God's will, and God's will is that He created me as love. And He created us as one together in this love. We may have individual soul signatures, I don't know how that works, but just as in a family we have brothers and sisters that share the same heritage, last name, we are a family of oneness, in whether we call it in Christ or in Buddha, but we are one. And when we welcome a brother in, no matter the story, and answer whatever the call is with love, we're accepting some part of ourselves where we had somehow distanced ourselves from ourselves. And everything is a mirror here. Perception isn't a fact, it's a mirror. So we use the mirror and include everything back in. It doesn't mean we have to go down the storyline, but it does mean that for a moment, for me, I know I just stop, drop, and love. That's my prayer. I love you. I'm so, thank you for helping me. I love you. Thank you. What is not love is a call for love. That is not a compromising position. That is one fact. Even in the realm of time and space, that's a portal. That's an access point for all of us. And the thing is to be there constantly, to hit it, and we all hit it during the day. We do, or we wouldn't know to be here. And we are here because we hit it, because we're in that state right now. We listen with love. Don't we all listen with love to what's the next story coming in? It's like, oh, this is so much fun. Let's hear it. Let's be with it. Let's live into that example, whatever the parable is. We are the parable. We are the story of that parable. We're in moments of love. That is full awakening. It may not be consistent yet, but that's all right. Once we have a crack open and we understand what it is, it's just about applying the consistency of looking at everything with love. The glass of water, the hoosie, whatever it's called thing. Just appreciation and love for all the props that are given us here in time, to remember that we are timeless. We are timeless. And just like what Tony DeMello was saying, being now, if we look at anything now, everything, it's like a plastic overlay over the glow of what reality is, which is I don't know the words, a spaciousness of love and light. But when we look at it and be with it, the covering, just like the covering of a body or a dress, falls away and contact is made. Like when any two meet, people that fall in love, contact is made. We have the ability to make contact all day long. It's often I get too lazy, I forget about it. And then I remember and I make contact, whether it's with, a clerk in a store, or someone cleaning the pool, or with my cat, or with the dish that's in front of me that has a lunch or a breakfast on it. Thank you. Making contact is now, and it's eternal, and it is what enlightenment is. It's really that simple, if we let it be simple. What is not love is a call for love. And it's a call so that we can remember to rejoice and be happy. That we are love, and we are the answer. We are the G string vibrating. We are the vibration of love. And we are literally under the umbrella of time and space, singing a song of love and home and heaven. And all we want to do is keep singing. Anyway, that's it. If I could sing, I'd start singing now. Zippity doo dah. Let's go.
But we are going to sing, that's for sure. We are going to sing this morning. We have a song that we're going to close with that I think most of you know, and it will be a fun one. But before we do, I just want to reiterate those two words that you said that sum everything up, Vicky. Making contact. Isn't that everything that we heard from Anthony DeMello? Isn't that the whole message? Just make contact with your walking, make contact with the people that you see, make contact with yourself when you're alone, make contact with your brothers and your sisters in community or in your family or at work. Just make contact, because usually what we do is we hold back contact. We don't want to see or be seen because we don't want to be known. Allow yourself to be known, and the way to be known is just to make contact. Let's read this little story from Anthony DeMello one more time, because this is all about making contact. Where shall I look for enlightenment? Here. When will it happen? It's happening right now. Then why don't I experience it? Because you do not look. What shall I look for? Nothing. Just look. At what? Anything your eyes alight upon. Must I look in some special kind of way? No. The ordinary way will do. But don't I always look in the ordinary way? No. Why ever not? Because to look, you must be here. You must be here. Because you're mostly, usually, somewhere else. So what does Ram Dass say? Be here now. That's it. Just be here, right where you are right now, and look around and choose to see only love. Make contact with only love. How simple is salvation? Isn't that what we're hearing over and over again? Just love. Even when it's hardest, make contact in love. And then we realize that it's so wonderful. Everything is so wonderful. My brothers, my sisters, mostly whatever the heck God is, it's wonderful. It's the only thing I know for sure. I can't identify what God is, but I know that it's wonderful. So guess what we're going to sing? No, it's not a bad idea, but I'm going to invite everyone. Is it working? We could do Stevie Wonder. I don't know why this is not playing. Oh God, you are so wonderful. You are wonderful to me. That's the song. It's that simple. Let's sing it together since this won't play. Oh God, you are so wonderful. You are wonderful to me. Oh God, you are so wonderful. You are wonderful to me. Now sing love. Oh love, you are so wonderful. You are wonderful to me. Oh love, you are so wonderful. You are wonderful to me, to me. Let it be that simple. Let it be that obvious, that clear. Only love. And so it is. Thank you, everyone. Blessed be.
Thank you.
Have an amazing day. We'll be back again tomorrow. The circus will be back. We're here 6 days a week.
Thank you.
I love you all.
We love
Thank
you.
I love you all.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
day. Love you.
Bye-bye for now.